all across America this morning, people were bracing for the aftershock of a political earthquake overseas, upheaval which rattles the U.S. economy. It reaches the U.S. economy, reaching right into American 401ks. And ABC's David Muir tells us what happened and what happens next. David.
Diane, good evening. You know, when it comes to the economy, we now live in a very small world, which is why when voters speak across Europe, Americans, everyday investors looking to protect their 401ks are now listening too.
The voters' revolt in Greece and in France, and in both countries sending the same message, punishing leaders who push through austerity plans, drastic cuts aimed at saving Europe's economy.
The vote in France and also in Greece was a thumbs down on austerity.
It was not long ago we were all trying to pull out of recession, the U.S. taking one path, while it seemed the U.K., France, Greece all taking another, with those steep cuts. Here it seemed the opposite, bailing out the banks, the stimulus package, taxpayer help for the automakers. Now those automakers are posting profits. We slowly pulled out of recession, and unemployment ticking down, certainly not quickly, but still downward. Overseas in those cuts, the UK now slipping back into recession. Its first double-dip recession in 3 decades. France's unemployment, 10%. President Sarkozy, the first incumbent in France, voted out in 30 years.
The Europeans thought that if they cut in the first run, that would solve their problems. What they've discovered is that they've also cut growth.
And why should we care?
The U.S. economy and the European economies are intimately intertwined. Every American investor somewhere has European investments in his 401k.
That 401k statement in your mailbox, tied to those tremors overseas. Just look at the domino effect. Much of Greece's debt, for example, financed by major French banks. And those banks are insured by American ones. So if the banking system in Europe cracks, our 401ks we drag down with it.
And we can no longer say it's their problem over there.
No, because money flows like water. And if a dam breaks someplace, that could flood your home.
Even here in America.
Even here in America.
Our 401k so connected to what happens overseas now, the voters there having their say on the cuts. Voters, of course, in this country will soon have their say on spending and stimulus come November. Diane, the market's holding steady today, seeming to factor in what they thought would be coming. But down on the market floor, they're still concerned about Greece tonight. What a mess there. They haven't been able to put together a coalition government after all this.